Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the Apostle, El's great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the 144,000 men that's explicitly believing this word in all true sincerity and sacrificing their lives and wills to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. Shalom yet again. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh. His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. And this video entitled "Woe to Them That Don't Believe." Ultimately, with everything that's going on, you got a lot of scoffers and scorners running around, running about, and a lot of people that just don't believe. You can't just believe one part of the doctrine and then don't believe the other part. You have to believe in full sincerity and truth, 100%. That what makes it 100% doctrine. That what makes the doctrine true. You have to believe 100% of it, and a lot of people just don't believe. A lot of Jake won't believe. A lot of people won't believe. But hey, so fuck them. Because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to judge those that don't believe. So, I'm going to start with, let me see. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time of every purpose under the heaven, and a time to be born and a time to die, a time to pluck up, a time to kill. Actually, you know what? Salakia. I'm gonna jump to Matthew chapter 15. Salakia. This is Matthew chapter 15. At verse 14, let them alone, they be blind, leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into the ditch. And yeah, ultimately, those that are blind, those that are blind, those that are teaching false doctrines, those leaders of different camps that teaching what ain't doctrine, they blind and they leading the blind. IUIC, that's a whole blind and deaf camp, dumb dogs. Actually, I'm glad that too. That Isaiah, yeah. Ultimately, these people, these leaders of these groups, like Vocab, Sakari, so on and so forth, they teach false doctrines and they blind to what's going on. So this is Isaiah chapter, I'm going to jump to Isaiah real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 56. This is Isaiah chapter 56 and verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. And yeah, these people like to be involved in whatever they're involved in. As a watchman, you have to be on your toes every day, on alert, on the watch, every single day. Ain't no sleep, ain't no breaks. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the Lord is going to move on these people that are asleep and that ain't obviously watchmen of the Lord. So, let me see. Verse 11, yeah, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. They are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from his quarter. And yeah, a lot of these so-called leaders and teachers, that all they want is money. They're not genuinely trying to look out for their flock. They're not genuinely trying to look for relation in the day of the Lord. Ultimately, these leaders, all they looking for is money and gain and material things and worldly things. So from there, I'm going to jump to Matthew chapter 24. This is Matthew chapter 24. I'm going to start at verse 36. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, No, nor not the angels of heaven, but only my Father only. And ultimately, yeah, with everything that's going on, the Lord is coming back, and we don't know the day, so that's why we're hastening. But we see the signs and tokens, that's in the skies, that's going around the earth. We see those signs and tokens. Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. And yeah, Yahweh is going to catch a lot of these people lacking and unawares. Verse 38. For as in the days that, let me see, was that? Not 38. Oh shit, yeah, that was the only chapter. The only verse out this chapter. Now I'm going to jump to John chapter 15, Salakia. But ultimately, the Lord is going to catch these people unawares, these leaders that teach false doctrines. That's, I forgot the individual who said it, but he said, after this, I got a life to live. I'm going to get into something nice. They wholeheartedly think that whatever they own is more important than the ministry. The ministry comes first before any of our other needs. Now, granted, we have to take care of worldly things like bills or whatever in order to do spiritual things, handle our business in the world. But you talk about you jump into something nice, like what? Like what the fuck? That makes you got to question the individual like that, because he's not 100% fully down for this truth. He's not willing to lay down his life for this ministry. This is John chapter 10. I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse 15. As the Father knoweth me, even so I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And yeah, that's how Yahweh Shai did. A lot of these leaders won't lay down their life for the flock, or let alone wholeheartedly be sincere towards their congregation. Verse 16, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. They shall hear my voice, and they shall be one fold and one shepherd. And yeah, ultimately the Lord's going to gather his true sheep. Let me see. Verse 17, therefore do my Father love me, because I laid down my life, that I might take it again. And ultimately, Yahweh Shai laid down his life for his disciples, his flock. And a lot of these leaders not. A lot of these leaders want things of this world. They want material things of this world, things that obviously are of no value. They want this money. They want this fame. They want all the glory and glam, Let me see. And ultimately, things that's about to happen out here, it's only meant for the elect. So now I'm going to jump back to Matthew chapter 24. Real quick, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22. And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And I grabbed this because ultimately all these things that's happening, these false teachers that's running amok, doing things they shouldn't be doing, all of this hypocrisy and all of these things, this is going to come to an end, and it's short for the elect's sake. The elect won't have to endure this the elect will only have to endure this for so much longer. So ultimately, the Lord is going to gather his elect from all these other camps, and mainly from Babylon, aka America. But there's elect scattered about on all four corners of the earth as well. Let me see. Let me see. Is it mine or mine? I spelled it wrong. Sorry. It's in Matthew 24 for sure. Let me see. Let me see. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 31. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet. They shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. And yeah, that's what's going to happen, regardless of where they are, regardless of what camp they are in or who they follow. The Lord's going to gather his elect. We're going to have elect coming in at the last moment, at the last inning. You know, ultimately, the Lord is going to get his elect at the end of the day. You can guarantee that. The Lord is a man of his word, a being of his word. So ultimately, we ain't got to worry about, the elect going to be sealed regardless. So all that deceit, lies, and slander that you're spewing at the end of the day, man, that's the Lord's going to save his people regardless of what you think or how you feel or what you believe. But Lord, I got to run. But Lord, one of this video is edifying, quick and straight to the point. Before I close out, I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, or Krakodash. The Lord, one of this video is edifying, and on to the next one. Shalom.